is your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Hello. God bless you all, and thank you so much for joining the Jafora Fox Show. I am your host, Jafora Fox, and I am excited. Let me know that you are here. Share, tag, and like this Facebook Live, and also in my YouTube, subscribe. I am excited, and I am honored on tonight for episode 2. I have my sons on the show tonight as my guest. So give it up to my sons. I have DJ Wright. Hi, Hope. God bless you and thank you so much for joining. And then I have my youngest son, my baby boy, Javon Wright. And oh yeah, my favorite oldest son, DJ Wright. So give it up for us, y'all, on tonight. I am excited. Please make sure that you share and tag others in this Facebook Live. This is episode 2 of the Jafora Fox Show. So if you would share, tag, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Blessings.
Hello. Hi, Linda. God bless you. Hi, thank you so much for joining. God bless you, Hope. Thank you so much for joining. Say hello. Let me know you all are here. Let me know that you're here. And I am going to go ahead and get started. And again, thank you for watching the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. And if you want to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show, you can go register at www.jaforafox.com, or you can go to my quick link. That's linkre.ee/Jafora Fox. So I'm going to bring up my first guest for tonight, none other than DJ Wright, the artist, CEO and owner of Dubland LLC and the DJ Wright Band. So y'all give it up for DJ Wright. DJ Wright.
Yo. What up? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. DJ Wright, my favorite oldest son. I'm honored and excited to have you, DJ Wright, as a guest on the Jafora Fox Show. So we're going to go ahead and get started and just asking, how did the idea come for the DJ Wright Band? Where did that come from?
I was in college. Well, wait. The DJ Wright Band or me be okay. So the idea of the DJ Wright Band came from, honestly, I got tired of, I had started this other band prior to the DJ Wright Band, and I was doing all the work. This is God honest truth. I was doing all the work, and they were pretty much at the time like, I mean, we had a pretty decent following, pretty decent showing, and we were doing really well in the city. But I was doing most of all the work that I did start the band, and then, but I was paying them the same, but they wasn't doing the same thing that I was doing at the time. This is, and this is how DJ Wright came about. And I always been afraid I never used my name because I was just afraid to use my name. Just off of, like, I always like, it's a us thing. I always been trying to bring people along. It's a us thing. And finally one day I was just like, well, I'm not gonna be afraid anymore. Let's put my name on it. And here we go. 6 years later. 5, 6 years.
Wow.
It is what
Wow,
it is.
that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Just me being your mom, I know you actually been performing like your entire life. So this is like 6 years probably with the DJ Wright band, but this always been your passion and your love for music. And so in doing the DJ Wright band, what type of advice or suggestions would you give to someone who wanted to do a band about performing live? Like what is it, when you're performing live?
um, man, it's so much. I mean, I think I'll be here for a minute because I learned so much. I've learned so much on the way, but I guess one of the big different in some kind of capacity of don't do it like you see everybody else do it, and don't do it lazy. Put your all into it. If it's something that you want to do, put your all into it, and you'll get the results that you're looking for.
Absolutely. That's definitely good. Great advice to give to always put your all into doing. So I'm going to park right there and just say hello to some of the guests that we have, the audience, excuse me, that are joining. And again, thank you all so much for joining. Hi, Sandra. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Gail. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. If you would please share, like, and tag and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be great. I would love that. And yes, you are so right, Sandra. Never let fear hold you back. Fear will definitely hold you back. And we can all probably have an experience of had an experience of what fear will do. So, hi, Sydney. Thank you and Gary for watching. God bless you all. Hi, Jaylene. God bless you. God bless you. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. And hi, Pastor Linda. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would please share and tag others in the Facebook Live. I have two amazing guests, which are my sons, my oldest favorite son, Darren Wright, and we're going to get back to asking him those questions, as well as my baby boy, Jerron Wright. So the other question, and he just gave a good point, and he was talking about not always giving it your all, making sure that you give it your all, which is always so key. And as an artist, what motivates you in being an artist?
What motivates me in being an
And-
artist?
right, and being an artist, like what is it that gives you that driving force when it comes to an artist, your music, creating music, and moving forward in your place as an artist?
Um, well, first of all, I love what I do. If anything, that's the biggest the one of the biggest driving forces of it. I really enjoy what I do. Um, I don't see myself being behind a desk. And nothing to anybody that does that or that has to do that. I'm not discrediting anybody that does that, but for me, it's so much that goes in my head and so much that goes in my brain. I remember when I was working a actual 9 to 5, I could barely focus sometimes because all I could think about was what I was creating next or what was next in my brain. So that always the excitement of watching what it is that was put in my mind, and when I put it down and see the people react to it, that keeps me like, oh man, this is some good stuff. So,
Awesome, awesome. Your passion for doing music. And then just what encouragement do you have for other new artists, someone who wanted to, get a live band started, or even existing artists? If you have any encouragement or advice, suggestions that you would give to a new artist or someone who wanted to start a band.
keep going. um I know it may sound cliche, never, about when people say never give up. Don't give up. And anytime you hear a no, keep going. If they don't invite you into their places, create your own place. If they don't, if they don't want you to be a part of their band, create your own band. Create your own circle. I'm real big about having my own. And I know one of the things was when I first. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. Sorry. I'm sorry. One of the things was when I first started the DJ Right, before I started the DJ Right band, one of the biggest things were I would go out around the city, and I was always doing these open mics. I was always a part of like just trying to get put me on, put me on, put me on. But prior to that, I always had my own stuff. And I remember one day things wasn't happening for me. This was years and years ago. Things weren't happening for me. And I remember sitting down on the couch. I was kind of praying. I was like, Lord, I want to do something. Like I want to work. Like I want to work. And like clear as day, I like literally heard the Lord tell me, do what I put in you. What have you how have you always done it? And I got to thinking about I've always done it my way. I've always done my own. And when I finally did it my way and did it my own, it just kind of took off. You know.
Great advice. Great advice. Definitely praying and asking God and then following and doing what He has said for you to do. And so I know you have an amazing song that you redid. So talk a little bit about and let people know where they can get the song from, what platform, the name of the song, and anything you want to share about the song.
Well, pretty much how the song came about was I got a word from my pastor. Shout out to Dr. Charles Jerome Francis, Apostle Dr. Charles Jerome Francis.
Amen. Yes.
I
Shout
got
out, Pastor Francis.
I got a word from him about that. If I did, we were trying to figure out, I mean, I was like, well, I'll do some original music, and he was like, do a cover, and he told me that if I did the cover, that the Lord was going to honor it, and He was going to do some things. Like it was really specific about what I should do. And then picking that particular song, I had literally been sitting on that word almost a year. Just trying to figure out. Once I got it, it was like, okay, what's the right song? What's the right song? I want to make sure I come out with the right song. And him and I together, pretty much for the most part, okayed it. Like I was like, I kind of brought it to him. I was like, I want to switch this up. I mean, every song I brought to him, he was like, cool, cool, cool. But I think when I brought this one to him and I kind of gave him my vision about it, he was like, oh yeah, that's the one. And I went for it, and as I was going, as I picked the song, I started kind of going through some of the stuff that I was singing about. And I had to deal with that and sing the song, which ended up kind of working out for me in the end in the way that I sung the song. And yeah, so that's how that came about. You can find the song on any media platform, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, anything that it's on all of them.
Awesome, awesome. And congratulations on that amazing song too as well. And I am so proud of you, DJ Wright, my favorite oldest son, doing some big things, doing some amazing things. And I know that God has some great and mighty things in store for you as you continue on your journey, as you continue to allow the Lord to lead and guide you. I'm super, 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 super proud. And I am. Put it on record. Your number one fan. Number one fan. Yes, go ahead, Darren.
You got another son?
Favorite. You my favorite oldest son. Did I say favorite oldest son?
I'm saying you got another one though?
I have another son, yes.
I thought I was the only now.
That's why I have to be clear. So you're trying to mix me up. Don't try to mix your mother up. That's not good. So my favorite oldest son. So thank you, DJ Wright, Darren Wright Jr. For being a part of the show. I'm so honored. I'm so excited about what God is doing in your life. And thank you for having you. So I'm gonna go and say hello to some of the people. Hi, Grammy. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And to each and every one of you all, if you would please like and share the Facebook Live, it is greatly appreciated. And here's a comment from Sandra, says, God, patience, dedication, and perseverance. Amen. And then to my sissy, Sonetta, God bless you. Love you. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much, Stephanie, too, as well. And hi, lady folks. God bless you. And Pastor folks, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you would please subscribe, share, and like and tag others in this Facebook Live, as also subscribe on YouTube. And Gail, thank you so much, Gail. Love you, love you. DJ, that's your comment for
Love
you.
you too, Auntie.
Absolutely. Sonetta, love Dove all the way. And it was so amazing when the Dove Land DJ LLC, and then Jerron's is Love Sound LLC. And it actually, when I saw it and thought about it, I said, wow, that's Love Dove. And so Love Dove is always represented in what we do, and she will live on forever. Hi, Joshua. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you and all of your help. Hello, hello. Hi, Grammy.
Hey, great.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you. And so what an amazing interview, DJ. Thank you so much for that. So before my other song come up, y'all see these silly faces they make it. But I love it. So I am just going to quickly just go over before I bring up my baby boy in his part of it, is just give you some tips, some strategies on a business, which is very, very important, which is very, very key. So please share, like, tag, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring that up so that you all can see that. And it's the Jafora Fox Show. And again, thank you all so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. And as I stated, my artist for tonight, my business guest for tonight is the DJ Wright, the CEO and owner of Doveland LLC and the DJ Wright Band. And then tonight, I just want to briefly talk about a business plan. Don't start a business without writing a business plan. It's your vision to success. Your plan can be simple since you're just starting out. But the Bible talks about in Habakkuk 2:2, it's talking about write the vision and make it plain. And the word says, then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. And then as a business plan, some of the things you want to think about as a plan outline that completes the operating framework of your business by detailing who you are, why you're in business, what you do, how you do it, where you operate it, how you would generate profits, who your customers are, and why your business is important. And so think about these things. You can always go back to the replay and look over this information, but this is some valuable information that you can use to put together your business plan and taking it step by step. And when you write your business plan, you don't have to stick to the exact business plan outline. Instead, use the sections that make most sense to you in writing your business plan that will be for your needs for your business. And so next week, I'll go over a traditional business plan format. And then you can also Google, put in simple business plans, the type of business that you have, and it will give you some information on how you can put together your business plan. But you definitely want to, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you want to make sure that you do a business plan. Write the vision and make it plain so that you'll know where you're trying to go. So that's the business strategy tips for tonight on this episode 2. And our next guest, baby boy, Jerron Wright, CEO and owner of Love Sound LLC. The artist, the singer, the jingle writer, the vocal producer, the songwriter, and he is the one behind you all that theme song, my intro song for the Jafora Fox Show. Give it up to him. He did an amazing job with his producer and putting it together. So give it up to him. You all send those hearts. I mean, it's amazing how he took the stuff that I have been saying and things that I have been doing in his writing to put together the Jafora Fox Show theme song. And so here we are with my next guest, my baby boy, Jerron Wright. And I'm just, before we go, I'm going to definitely thank you so much, Sheila, for sharing with others. Thank you so much, Allison, for joining in. Thank you to Linda. And here's Sonetta. Auntie Sonetta is saying, congratulations, Jerron. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for being here. And Stephanie, thank you. Thank you, Sandra. We appreciate that. Definitely. Thank you, Sydney. Love the song. Definitely playing it in your playing it all the time is something to stick into your heart and mind to with that song. So without further ado, as we say in church, here is baby boy Jerron Wright, who is going to talk about the idea. How did the idea for your business, Love Sound LLC, how did that come about?
Hey, funny. Really, I guess it was just time. I was thinking about, I needed to kind of not really form a business, but I knew one day that I wanted to, start a label and start a brand. I was, coming up with different branding ideas that would be pretty dope. And just going through different stuff. And the Love Sound it just came across, is really about, just creating from the heart. And it just came about, Love Sound. God just gave it to me, and I just ran with it.
Amen. Again, the principle for this and us is God. And so we definitely are praying and asking God to lead and guide. And definitely you can't go wrong when you allow God to lead and guide you. And so how do you come up with the new ideas for your songs and the writing the music?
um Honestly, it's really a God-given talent, you know. um I really come up with my best stuff when I'm just riding in the car, or I'm doing whatever, and God will put a melody or just something, you know in me, and I'll just put it down on a voice memo or something, and then I create off that. That's really where I come up with my best stuff, more than just kind of just sitting down and taking the time out to just write music, or write, whatever. So honestly, it's really a God-given talent. It's not something that I just, of course, I cultivated my gift over time, but before I wrote my first song, I didn't, and this was about 2013. I never really wrote before I wrote my first song. I can remember back to being about 11 or 12 years old, and my dad having me write different stuff. But outside of that, I never really practiced it. It just kind of just sprung up. And since 2013, when I wrote my first song, I've been going ever since.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. And too, shout out to your dad for, helping and pushing and encouraging you all along the way. Especially for Jerron, when he was younger, DJ has always been that entertainer. He would perform, he would change, he would do costumes, he would do all of that. And so he was always singing and dancing and, all of that. Jerron was a bit different. He had to be kind of pushed and forced, and so they both have had the opportunity to stand, especially at church. That's been that background and that driving force with singing at church, leading praise and worship, directing and doing things at church has been a great avenue for them to get started with doing. And so his dad being the director over the men's choir. And so he would have them singing. I know they got great memories about that because they were young and they were part of the men's choir. They actually had no other choice. And Duran had no other choice at 14 to lead praise and worship. And so, but I know they're thanking us, their dad, now for them and giving them that foundation of what they need to put them to this place now. So definitely, kudos to their dad because he sings too as well. And so, DJ, did you want to chime in? It looks like you want to
I
have
do not miss those 8 o'clock mornings. I don't miss. Matter of fact, when I went out to college, I was so happy. I was excited. I was like, Rome would call. I was like, Rome and Dad, they call. Where y'all at? Oh, we headed to church. I was like, oh, I'm going back to sleep. We used to be in the choir stand. I'd be in the choir stand. Rome go to the bathroom, and Rome would go. This for the 8 o'clock service. Rome would go to the bathroom. And he'll stay in the bathroom. Rome would stay in the bathroom for about 20 minutes, and Dad would look at me. He'd be like, "Where your brother at?" I'm like, "I don't know. Go find him now." Oh, God, man. Rome be in the bathroom sleep.
Actually, I think it was a service at 8 or 7. I think it was like 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock. But definitely,
we had to be there at 7.
wow, yeah, y'all been doing this a long time, and you all were young, like teenagers. You had no other choice. So, but we thank and praise God. Right.
No choice. Rome said Rome wouldn't go to church.
Okay, DJ, they say you tell them the secrets. Everybody know when you got church, you got some secrets out there. They definitely at a young age got them got some secrets, but it's truly their foundation, and we thank and praise God for the foundation, and God will bless you. And to say that you was going back to sleep everywhere you went, London, wherever you've gone, Alabama State, you've always been, and as you all do now, faithful to God's house, and God definitely rewards your faithfulness. And so, you, Duran, what encouragement do you have for other artists, other songwriters? What advice would you give to someone who's just trying to, write music, vocal producing, jingle writing, all of those things and gifts and things that God has given you? What would you give to another artist, songwriter?
I would say, just keep writing. Yeah, keep writing. And eventually, you know, well, keep writing and study. You got to study. Study the greats, study the people before you, and figure out your sound. Figure out your style. Don't try to, mimic after what other people are doing, but you know what I mean. Take notes and study, and really figure out, um, the different cadences, and what works, and what doesn't work, and try to get around like-minded people that want to write as well, and feed off of that energy, and learn from other people. Yeah, yeah. And I've been really blessed to have been in the studio with uh you know multi-platinum writers and multi-platinum producers, um just because over time, my gift, kind of made room for me to be in the spaces with these different people. And yeah, so just keep at it, keep at it. And really figure out if songwriting is really your calling, you know, because you can take as many seminars as you want to, but songwriting is really got to be in you. You know what I mean? It really has to be in you. You know what I mean? So, figure out if that's your calling. And, once you kind of got that idea to know that that's what you want to do, then, go full force with it. And don't force your writing, because it's easy to get writer's block. I get writer's block all the time, and when I get writer's block, I just stop writing, and I'll go off and I'll do something else, to kind of just get my mind off of it. And you know I may not come back to it for another day or 2 days. You know what I mean? It all depends on how you feeling. You don't want to force, when you're a songwriter, you don't want to force your writing. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to produce the best product, when you're forcing it. So just let it come naturally, feel it, um, you know, right from the heart, right from your experiences, right from what you want to see. Yeah, and then yeah, you'll be all right.
So we have a question for you here. It says, when you write a song, how do you get it to other artists? If you're writing for another artist.
Um, well, it's really simple. I feel like the best networking is networking, straight ahead, and not necessarily networking, to the people above you, um, because it'll it'll discourage you trying to reach out to the heavy hitters. You know what I mean? That's when it's not your time yet. You know what I mean? So you want to reach out to the different artists, that you may know. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. You're not gonna. You're definitely not gonna land that big name artist that you want to write for off the bat. So you got to put in some groundwork, and it's best to work with other local artists, to get your feet wet. You know what I mean? To figure out, okay, because if you can't write for a local artist, then you can't write for a big name. So work with local people. Maybe your friends, or on Instagram is a great tool to use. Facebook, find out who's an artist, who does music, um, R&B, pop, gospel, whatever you want to write. Find out, your lane, and network with people that's, your peers. And that'll get you, some great practice. And as you continue to network that way, eventually, you know, your time will come, and you'll be in a space, in a circle with this person, and then this person knows this person. So it's just really networking straight ahead, and not necessarily networking up.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. Great advice in reference to, writing music, the songwriter, and you, definitely the artist. You work with different artists too as well. And then you have your music also. And how can someone find your music that you've written, and just some of the songs that you have out, and where they can get your music from?
If you my name right here is what's my artist name is Jerron, right here. You can type that in, and on all digital outlets, like you said, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, um yeah, wherever, and you'll find it. You'll find it.
Awesome, awesome. If someone wants to reach out to Jerron Wright for jingle songwriting, as well as DJ Wright Band, needing a live band to perform for you, you definitely won't be disappointed. The entertainment is amazing. It's live. It's awesome. Just two amazing, gifted, talented young men. And as their mother, what can I say but to God be the glory? And God, I'm so thankful that God would do that God would do this for me. And I am I'm overly excited. I'm just so honored to have both of them to be on the show for tonight. My first guest getting started, prayed about it, and the Lord says, this is how I want this order to go for you. To have your sons to start it off, being entrepreneurs, being entertainers, being artists, love God, and love serving God. And this is absolutely amazing. And so definitely you all give it up to both of my sons, my favorite oldest son, DJ Wright, my favorite oldest son, and my baby boy, Jerron Wright. So y'all give it up for them. And again, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. My audience, if you would please share, like, tag others in this Facebook Live. Also, if you would go to my YouTube, if you go to YouTube and subscribe on YouTube as well, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And keep us all in your prayers. Make sure you stay safe and just continue to trust God. And so just final, before we close, if any final remarks, DJ, you want to have to the audience, as well as giving out, your information of how they can contact you for the band, for the song, and everything that you do too as well.
You can contact me on my Instagram at DJ Wright Music, or at DJ Wright Music on Instagram, or at my email, of course, down there floating across the screen at Darren, Darron Wright, WRIGHT 1987 at gmail.com. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So the music information, DJ's music is ticking across the bottom of the screen. And so for you, Jerron, if you would also provide your information again of where they can contact you if they need any of your things that you do, your gifts, talents.
You can contact me on Facebook or Instagram at Jerron Wright, how it is on the screen here. Facebook Messenger, send me a message. If you need any advice, any pointers, tips, or anything, it doesn't necessarily have to, be for a song or anything. If you just need advice on, how should you, write a certain thing or whatever, just, you can reach out. I'm pretty personable.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you all so much again. We're just going to go through just some comments, just seeing others that have chimed in. And let's see, Gail said, amen. Thank you so much to Linda. Thank you, Brenda, so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Yes, Sandra, follow his lead. Definitely God's leading. Again, Linda, thank you. Bless you also. Thank you, Stephanie. Glory, true examples to each one, reach one of your favorite sons, and definitely thank you all. Thank you, Pastor Linda. Thank you, Sheila, for joining in also. And thank you, Brenda, for praying for me and my family, my sons. Thank you, D-Rock, Mr. Fox, Deacon Fox, for joining in. I appreciate that. Thank you, my cousin, Jaquetta. Thank you. And so thank you all so much for your comments, your love, your support. It's greatly appreciated, definitely not taken for granted. And thank you for taking out your time in here. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Thank you. These are two of the brightest young stars. And thank you. I appreciate that. And hi, Cindy. Thank you so much for joining in. And again, Mr. Fox, thank you. I appreciate all of your comments, your time, for taking out your time to tune in to the Jafora Fox Show. Also, if you're wanting, to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show, you can go register at www.jaforafox.com, or the link tree, and the information is going across the screen. If you're needing any type of business strategy tips, you can, or transformational coaching, you can get a free consultation by going to my website also. And you can reach out to me there. So again, thank you all so much for being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. And so God bless each and every one of you all. So if you would share, tag, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be absolutely great. And again, God bless you. Thank you so much to my cousin Brandy for tuning in. I certainly do appreciate each and every one of you all again. So God bless you all, and stay safe. And this will, and I'm going to close.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
So awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you again. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And again, thank you to Grammy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also to Sister Somerville. Thank you. Thank you to my niece Nicole. God bless you. Love you. And God bless you too, Sister Brenda. Thank you and love you as well. God bless. Please share, tag, like, and subscribe. Have a great night.